Good morning, everyone. I also want to welcome all of you. Actually, I have only 5 minutes time, but I take up only 3 questions. First one, why citizens' initiative is important. Secondly, some controversies. And then thirdly, successful or a failure. First, I try to answer why citizens' initiative is important. And it is important because it is one of the few things that will strengthen citizens' direct participations, and that is written in the Lisbon Treaty. And it introduces a totally new concept of transnational democracy. As Commissioner say, it is the first one in the world. That's why it's also difficult how to use it so that it's really successful. And that's why it's also important for us to succeed. But not only that, the main issue is to deepen the democracy. Then secondly, controversies. I take up 2 questions. The proposal must relate to an EU subject, and it must be of an issue in which the Commission has powers. So it must concern European issues, but it is written otherwise. I think that the way it is written in the Lisbon Treaty, it is too restrictive. The proposal should relate to any subject which the EU can control, not only in the issues what Commission can control. And I would like to take one example. It's obvious that, for example, the citizens' initiatives that was done 2 years ago is not according to Lisbon Treaty. And it is because the first citizens' initiatives concerned the Strasbourg seat. And now, according to this Lisbon Treaty, it's not legal to make a citizens' initiative that the citizens want only 1 seat, either in Strasbourg or in Brussels or everywhere. I don't know where. But I myself, concern that's not very democratic way. And then the second issue that I would like to take up is that it must concern European issues, it's okay, but because it is written that it must be according to European values, it might be okay, but it's very difficult in concrete life. Who decides what are European values? And it is also proposed that the watchdog should be European Parliament. Even if I am a member of this Parliament, I think it shouldn't be Parliament, because this is very also political issue. It should be the court, because the court is who decides always if it's a dispute what are the European values. But It's very important to make legal and right decisions because, for example, the first citizens' initiative, if we say it's not according to Lisbon Treaty, it might be a very tough decision. Then, thirdly, successful or a failure. We don't know. We all hope that it will be a great success, that it is very simple, and that there will be many initiatives. But we know that in many countries or in some regions there have been citizens' initiative, and not all of them hasn't been very successful. For example, in my own country, I can't say that all of them had been successful, because after the referendum, the decision by politicians has been vice versa than, for example, they have proposed. But if this is successful, I think it will launch, and it's possible that it launches, pan-European debate. And that would be important, and that would be very good. We need much more pan-European debate than nowadays. Actually, we don't have yet any pan-European debate at grassroots level. But then, if it's a failure, it increases the EU's perceived democratic deficit, and that we don't want. That's why I think it's very important that the Parliament, the Commission, and all of us try to think beforehand what are the obstacles and how to write the legal framework to this citizens' initiative. That's what I wanted to say. Thanks, and we continue our work.